G'day everyone, how's it going? Hopefully the winter isn't too bad for you, those of you here in Perth or the southern parts of Australia, particularly here in Western Australia at the moment. It's rather cold. I've been lucky enough just to come back from a 10-day trip up to the northwest region of Western Australia, where we visited a number of places including Glenburgh Station and the Kennedy Ranges. On my other channel, West Australian Images, I've done a 4-part series on that trip. So if you'd like to have a look at that, please make your way over to there. There's Carrara Ranges, the Elgoo region, Glenburgh Station and the Kennedy Ranges. This video, however, for this channel, I'm going to concentrate mostly on the four-wheel driving part and some of the stuff we saw in Glenburgh Station. And there will be a follow-up video later on the Kennedy Ranges. So please sit back and enjoy. Glenburgh Station was absolutely fabulous. Some beautiful country there to go and drive around and tour and have a look at. And if you're interested in going up there for a holiday or to stay for a few days, etc., just Google Glenburgh Station, or on Facebook I think it's Glenburgh Station Stay, and I'm sure the guys will help you there. I will put the proper links in the description below, so you can just click on them and follow them. But anyway, sit back and enjoy this this video on Glenburgh Station. A great place to visit in the Gascoyne region of Western Australia. Thanks very much. Have a good day. Oh, morning guys. Just leaving the Murchison Oasis Roadhouse. Had quite a pleasant night here. Had a shower last night when we got in, washed some clothes.
Helps to put it in gear.
And a shower this morning.
Only sometimes.
Great meal last night. Had a hamburger and chips. So it's been a good little stay, good little rest stop. We're now heading on to Glenburgh Station. We'll be staying for a couple of days. So if there's anything interesting along the way, I'll chat to you. Otherwise, probably won't be until Glenburgh that I speak to you next. Got a big dust cloud coming towards us, probably a road train, I'll let you know.
I reckon you might be right. Yeah, I can see that in the distance, yeah.
It's on a windy road section signed here, so I'm going to slow right down until it passes. Yeah, I'm pulling over. And there's another vehicle behind him, but it's only a 4-wheel drive. A lot of these creek crossings are only one lane, and you can see why you need to pull over if you see another vehicle coming through, especially a bigger truck like this. And this is what you don't want to see. And there's the guy's right behind him up his clacker. Yeah guys, you don't want to do what that idiot in the Prado was doing. You want to be giving those road trains a lot of distance, because they throw up a lot of dust and people coming the other way won't see. We've just turned off and into Glenburgh Station, where we're going to be staying for maybe a day or two, I think. Having a look around. This place has nature camping and all sorts of stuff. So if you get a chance, come out and have a visit. Slowly making our way into Glenburgh Station. I'll pull over and let you go past, John.
Okay.
Check out the 6-wheel drive dual cab on the right there, Mick. We've just been into the homestead and we're now going to head down to a place called Nature's Bridge, which is probably just under 30 kilometres from the homestead, and we're going to camp there tonight. It's supposed to be some good rock formations there and things to see and do some photography. The weather's quite nice and pleasant at the moment, so I'll talk to you once we get closer to that. Alright, so we just turned off the Carnarvon Mullawa Road. We're heading to a place called Nature's Bridge, I believe it's called. Nature's Bridge and the Gap. You may be able to just see the gap up there ahead in the distance. It's about 8 kilometres off the main road, and that's where we're going to camp tonight. And apparently there's a nice rock arch formation there in the scenery, so we'll have a good look when we get there. I'll speak to you shortly once we're there. Okay guys, we're coming up to a feature called The Gap. As you can see, we're driving between two breakaways. The country is just beautiful, absolutely stunning. Tell you what, if you're into photography, you can do some wonderful landscape stuff out here. I hope to get some good shots today and tonight. Old fence line. The road in hasn't been too bad. If you've got a capable four-wheel drive, you shouldn't have any problems as long as you've got good tyres. Also, I'm towing a camper trailer, I've had no problems. Off-road caravan, you should be alright. Certainly wouldn't bring an on-road caravan, but if you've got off-road capable vans or camper trailers, you should do okay. Nature's Bridge is about 3.6 kilometres from here, so we'll keep on going. Certainly some fantastic rock formation around here. Alright, we're coming into Nature's Bridge. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's almost to our front right now. Looks quite spectacular. We should be there in a couple of minutes. Guys, we arrived at Nature's Window campsite, Nature's Bridge. It's just behind the Navara there, behind the bonnet. You can just see it in the background. We plan to camp here tonight. I'm just waiting for John and Mick to come in. They stopped a bit further down the track and they're just on their way now. You can just see John's mob coming through the creek line down there. Here comes John and his mog, and Mick's just behind in his Land Cruiser. On the way in, John's picked up some bits of rock with fossil in it. I'm not sure if you can see it terribly well, but they're old fossilised shells and all that sort of stuff. You can find lots of them around the gap area. We just camped at Nature's Bridge last night. Had an absolute wonderful time. Beautiful spot, great scenery. Did a lot of photography during the afternoon and at night, and some astro. Hopefully if those images have worked out okay, I'll put them up on the screen very shortly. We're now going off to check out a couple other areas around here. Then we're going to go to a place called the Gap and have a bit of a look around there. So, as we come across interesting stuff. Alright, I'll lead off. Alright, so we now, I think it's an old oil well or something we're going to go and check out, and then we'll come back. So I'll talk to you a bit later. Just a bit of advice. Often you hear people talking about tyre pressures and that while you're driving. off-road, especially in sandy countries and all that. But it's vitally important in country like this that you drop your pressures of your tyres. As you can see, I hope you can see, that this country is just all rock, and some of that rock is extremely sharp and pointy. Dropping your tyre pressures will mean you'll mould over the top of them rather than ripping your tyres to shreds. I'm currently running at about 25 psi, but I may drop it down a bit more if I think it's necessary. So if you're ever out this sort of country, make sure you drop your tyre pressures. Our vehicles are parked. Lovely country apart from the rubbish. An old exploration well. Just go over and have a look at it. You can see some of the rubbish on the ground. Well, there's some of the old fittings and all that they used to do the drilling. Must have been hard ground because they're fairly broken up and shattered. And that's the old bore for the well. We've dropped a couple of stones down there, and it goes for some distance before you hear a clunk and a splash, so it must be fairly deep. They're looking for oil as far as we know. Unfortunately, they've also left a lot of rubbish lying around, which is a bit unfortunate. There you go, you can see one of the drums, some of the piping, another drum. Not sure when the well was put in, but it was a while ago. Here you can see a big pile of old beer bottles just left lying about the place. There's quite a few areas. The bottles are just dumped, literally hundreds of bottles, which is a bit of a shame because the glass lasts forever and never goes away. Eventually it breaks down and becomes a hazard for animals and people should anyone come out this way. Shows the impact man has on the land sometimes and their lack of care. Here's some rocks piled up, not sure, but there's ash and all that to the side, so it might have been used as a fire pit. And then just behind it is some sort of cement slab of some kind that's all broken and collapsed inwards. Not sure what that would have been used for, but there was obviously something here that they needed it for. Okay guys, just leaving the drilling site. Quite interesting to look at, but as you will see, there's quite a bit of rubbish left by when they went. Coming back through where we camped last night, you can see Nature's Bridge up there on the right hand side. Absolutely stunning place. If you're into photography, this is We're now heading towards a place called The Gap. I'm going to have a look around there, see what we can find, see what photos we can do. To the area known as the Gap. Look at the stunning rock formations. We'll be stopping here shortly for a look around and see what we can find and do some photos. The colours of the rocks are just absolutely brilliant. These would make good sunset or sunrise photos. Stopped in the area at the Gap. We're going to stop a couple other places here hopefully and have a look. But it's absolutely stunning country. The rock formations here are just brilliant. And the colour with the sun on them is just fascinating. Where the wheel is there, it's covering over an old borehole that's quite deep, and some people started putting some rocks in there to make little monuments, and you can see the beautiful rock formations in the background. Look at the eagle's nest in the tree in front of you to your right.
Yeah, I noticed it on the way out, just disappeared, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I missed it completely, but yeah, no, it's fascinating. Just more of the beautiful country around here. Yeah, low loader with a big excavator on the back. Okay guys, we're back on the road. We just dropped into Glenburgh to say our hello and a bit of a goodbye. Now we're heading up to Waltham Pool, probably be having lunch there. And then we'll make our way to another place to camp tonight. I'll just probably chat to you along the way, or I'll speak to you when we get to Waltham Pool. Another road train coming down the road.
Got the hammer down.
Yeah, low loader with a grader on or something on the back. Just turning into Waltham Pool. This will be our lunch stop. Got some mobile hamburgers down here as well. Some cattle there from the station. We've just stopped at Waltham Pool for some lunch. Some of the local cattle were here, obviously having a cool down. Not sure if there's any water in this pool yet. I'll go down and have a look in a minute. Okay, this is Waltham Pool. As you can see, there's a bit of water in there. A little bit green, but if you was desperate, probably be cool to go for a swim too. That's the view at the other end of Waltham Pool along the river. The dog's just gone for a swim. Mick's all happy. It's nice and sandy now. We just had lunch at Waltham Pool. It was quite pleasant. Got a bit crowded there for a minute with a whole bunch of caravanners and that turning up. But it's alright. A lot of them left. The others are just sitting inside their caravan having lunch. Seems a bit of a shame coming to a spot like this. A beautiful view and then sit inside your caravan. We're on our way. We're going to another place now. We've just turned off the main road again. We're heading to a place called Mongolia Cliffs. So we'll see what that's like. We've got a couple of k's to go before we get there. The road in seems pretty good at the moment. I'll probably speak to you once I get a bit closer. We're just at the Mongolia Cliffs. We've found a nice spot to camp in. I've got to go down. I've had to go down to 15 psi on the tyres because we've got to go through river sand. A bit of a descent. So we'll see how we go. It's not too bad. Doing the right tyre pressures makes it easy. Just following some other tyre tracks that have been made down here. Got a little bit boggy and soft there. Well guys, welcome to Mongolia Cliffs and Mongolia Pool. This is going to be our camp for the night. Right down, we're not right down in the riverbank just in case it does rain, but I think we're up high enough should anything happen. Sand was a little bit soft coming in, but I went down to 15 psi and that was alright. So now it's time to get set up and then sit back and relax. I'll talk to you later. Okay guys, decided not to camp down on this part of the soft sand. I just couldn't get a good enough purchase for my, or a flat enough ground for my floor of my camper trailer. So I'm gonna move out and go up here onto flatter ground.